Hello, and welcome to today's episode of the How to Choose Happiness and Freedom Show. I'm your host, Lauren Foster, happiness teacher and founder of Be Happy First. And I have the honor of having again one of my sister authors in the amazing book, The Art and Truth of Transformation for Women, international best-selling book that came out last year. And she is Taeko McNish, and she is a health and wellness coach and the founder of Taeko Aesthetics, LLC. Welcome, Taeko. Thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you for having me.
Yay!
I'm happy to be here.
I am so happy to have you. All right, so tell us a little bit about who you are and how you got to this point in your journey. And then after that, we're going to talk about this thing that I'm so very interested in, the
Okay.
to a flat belly. Yeah, I'm in my menopause years, and this is one of my struggles. Is not struggles, but one of the things that's happening that I would rather it didn't.
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm really excited to hear what you have to say about that. But first, tell us a little bit about you.
Yes, I'm originally from Tokyo, Japan. I got married to American, divorced, and I create my own small spa, day spa. I run the day spa, and I do facial massage, and I recently become a health and wellness coach.
Yay.
And I wanted to share some information that helpful for people that need to hear.
Yes,
So,
absolutely. So, I encourage you to read more about her story in The Art of
hey,
Truth of Transformation for Women. It's an amazing story of a lot of challenges, coming to a new country and learning a new language and a new culture, and then building a life and then having that taken away by divorce and rebuilding your life in different ways and finding the gifts. And it's a really great story. So pick up a copy of the book and read
yeah,
that.
thank you very much.
Yeah.
So today I want to go over 3 tips to have a flat belly.
Hey. All right.
So first one is increase oxygen intake.
Okay.
So give you like a 3 benefit. First one, like why oxygen is so important. In the small intestine on our stomach, there's a in a wall, there's finger-like projection, and when there's plenty oxygen surrounded, absorb nutrients better. Which means if you don't have enough oxygen, you're not breathing while you're eating, the body doesn't know where to put the food. So put in a storage, fat storage.
Yeah. Okay. That's awesome. All
So
right. So,
good.
but before you go on to the second tip, how do we increase oxygen, or is that what you were going to say?
I like you to be creative on this.
Okay.
And some people do deep breath. Some people like to do cardio exercise. Whatever movement they like to enjoy, that's the main tip. Have to be enjoyable so you can do daily.
Right.
And then there's another benefit from having more oxygen is to burn calorie, you need the oxygen to burn. Without it, can't burn it. So having more oxygen is helpful to burn calorie and to the fat.
Right. So exactly, just like a fire that doesn't
Yeah,
have enough oxygen can't burn.
that's
Right?
right.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Cool. So I'm taking good notes here.
Okay.
All right. And then
And also boost the metabolism. To get the metabolism going, you need the oxygen. So people have a more sedentary lifestyle and more active, coming different result.
right. Okay. All right. And then what
Okay.
tip number two? Are we ready for?
Number two. So I like to everybody slow down before eat, during meal, also after eat if you have time. Some people are too busy, have short lunch break, maybe it's difficult to do, But we can always like meditate before or be thankful to the have a meal. Like some people pray before meal
Mhm.
and make an environment that calms and digests better. And I have noticed that there's a delay in communication between brain and digestive system. So more you eat slow, chew more food, enjoy and pleasure of eating, and you get more satisfaction. Feels like you eat a lot. So you don't have to eat too much volume of meal.
I absolutely love this. I'm a primal health coach, and one of the things that we teach is to pay attention to the signals from your body and eat when you're
Yeah,
hungry, not according to a clock, and stop when you're satisfied. So if you slow down and
slow
take
down.
a minute to be fully present during your meal,
Yes,
then
yes.
that helps you understand when you've had enough,
Hmm.
right? Yeah.
I like to audience to kind of take a minute and think about last meal if they're eating slow or quick
Mhm.
and reflect on it. What was like last meal?
Huh? Mine was yesterday, and
Okay.
I yeah, I know and believe everything that you're saying, but remembering to do it is a completely different thing.
Oh yes. Okay.
It was just like an afterthought. I had a healthy salad with, some chicken, and it was a good meal, but I wasn't mindful while I was at it. So this is good for me too.
Okay. So next tip will be comes in helpful. So next one's increase awareness.
Mhm.
So I like you to kind of jot down information, maybe 1 week. What did you eat? What time of day? What kind of thoughts you had? What emotion was present during eating? Write all that down. And end of the week, you can take a look and see what would you like to make a change on, make an improvement.
Okay, so all right, let's go over that again. So basically keep a food journal of what you eat, but also how you're feeling,
Mm,
time,
important.
and yes, and all the motivations about why you chose what you chose and how you felt before, during, and after, and just increase
Yes,
awareness.
yes.
Is that right?
We
Okay.
like to create a new relationship with food.
Mhm.
Yes, yes. And
Yep.
some people may be surprised that um, mostly like fast-paced job they have,
Mhm.
busy, busy, busy in the morning, and lunchtime comes. You just keep going the fast pace means your digestive system not able to digest them.
Right. It's not able to keep up.
Or in the storage, which is fat.
Right. Okay, I'm totally loving this, and this is I'm in the process of writing my own book called, I think, Happy and Free on Purpose, which is supposed to launch
Mm,
in May. And
okay.
the chapter that I'm working on right now is your relationship with food.
Yes,
And
yes.
so
Create new one.
I want to hear more of that you have to say about how do we cancel out all of the messages that we've gotten from the fitness industry, the no pain, the no gain, the oh, you must eat this and you can't eat this, and there's good food and bad food, and all of these messages that wind up just being completely confusing.
Mm, mm, mm.
How
Oh,
well, give us some advice as to
yeah.
how we go about getting rid of all of that and creating our own ideas about
Mhm.
what foods are good for our unique bodies.
I know. Thank you for asking that because there's like 101 different kind of diet system out there. We get confused.
Mhm.
So the best way to do is use your own intuition and try out different food. See if this food makes you feel better or make it tired. And compare that and you build your own healthy food what match with your body. So you
Right.
don't have to listen to other people. You have the whole system right for you.
Right. Oh, I love
Yes,
it. That is an absolute perfect message. And um, I have a girl that I dearly love introduced me to the term
mm,
orthorexic. Have you heard that term?
no.
It's where people are obsessively reading food labels and just completely
Oh,
stressed out over, can I eat this? Can't I eat this? And it becomes just a real chore and not fun. And food is supposed to be fun and it's life,
yes, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
it depends on the situation, when, where, because once your body adjusted to new food, you like a different food.
right,
So no longer need the other food that you were eating before.
right. Right, when you learn this. Now, and that's another interesting thing that comes up is that, our bodies kind of do what we've taught them to do. So maybe we've taught our bodies to be addicted to sugar. And
Yes, yes. That
and
can be another subject I need to talk about next time.
yeah,
People
that
are addicted to sugar and have to, there's a way to get rid of that.
yeah, and so to get past the cravings that you've taught your body and get in
Mm,
touch with what your body really
mm,
wants, that
mm.
seems to me like a process. Do you have any advice about
Yes.
that segment of time?
So there's so many reasons. Some people eat food as um, lift up your mood,
Mhm,
emotional eating.
mhm,
Those are because some other area of life they're not nurturing, they're not paying attention. They need to take care of themselves, love themselves. Yeah, they're ignoring some area of other life, like maybe they're not satisfied with relationship. So eating, or maybe the stress is causing from job,
mhm.
might need a new job that fits them.
Okay. That
So it's not only about like what to eat. It, it's related to some other area of life that needs to be nourished.
okay. Yeah, so that's perfect, and that's perfectly in line with the message of Be Happy First, in that when you work on and nurture one area of your life, that spills out into everything. So
Yeah.
yeah, so having great healthy relationships will affect your relationship with food and vice versa.
Yes, all other areas.
Yeah, or other areas, right? And avoiding stress and being free and, making
Mm-hmm.
your own schedule and all of those things, and being able to take the time to honor your body and have a nice meal.
Yes, we
And
only have one body this time, so we
mhm,
want to take care of
treat it
it.
with honor and reverence. I love that. Okay, so let's review the three tips are: the first, to increase oxygen. The second is to slow down and be aware and give your body and your brain time to communicate and
Mhm.
understand when you're satisfied. Right?
Yes, I'd like to find out, is it 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 30 minutes, how long taking to have a meal? 20 minutes is good, more than 20 minutes.
Right. So 20 minutes. So try to stretch out the time of your meal.
Yes,
Well,
chew more frequently
put
and
your fork down in between bites.
swallow. Yes, and drink water.
Be
Maybe talk to somebody, take a deep breath.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
take your time and enjoy and relish your meal. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And then the third is to increase your awareness by keeping a food journal and
Hmm.
beginning to understand how you're feeling during your meals and why you're
Yeah.
making the choices you're making, and give yourself some documentation that you can go back and review.
Yes, maybe create some habit over time and see if we can change that.
Right, right. So I kind of skipped over on step two, is that it- the prayer before meals, there's power in ritual, and there's a reason that we give thanks for our food. That's a moment that is built in to
Mm-hmm.
stop whatever else you're doing
Mm.
and
Yeah.
get your mind and your body and your spirit present for this nurturing of your body, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Yes.
a moment of meditation, a moment of thanks, a moment of just centering and grounding
Mm-hmm.
before you start eating. I'm ready for lunch, so I can put all of this
Ah,
into practice.
yeah. Some people even put the Reiki energy on their meal, make it more joyful.
Huh? Put what on their meal?
Reiki, Reiki energy.
Oh, Reiki
Yeah,
energy. That
into the food and drink and water and everything. Make it good vibrations.
yeah, I totally agree with that. So if you can see my coffee cup,
Yes.
says choose happiness.
Yay.
And I print out affirmations like um I am connected to God force. I am abundant. I'm energetic. And put these beautiful words and print it out and put it around my water bottle so that,
Oh, that's wonderful.
yeah, it's just anything that you can think of to add joy and raise the vibration of anything that you're doing is
Yes.
yeah, is awesome. I
Yeah,
love
bring that into the body and yes, yes.
Yeah, fantastic. All right, so wherever you're watching this video or listening to the audio, if you just look down, you'll see our show notes where we're going to list the website where you can go and get in touch with Taeko. And was there a free gift that you were going to give away, Taeko, for the?
Well, I will leave them off with one final question.
Oh, okay.
What they are willing to experiment with today to improve their digestion and metabolism by 1%. And if you're having hard time, and they can email me.
Okay,
We
awesome.
come up with idea.
Okay, cool. And I assume you can work with anybody anywhere in the world. They don't have to be
Yeah,
in your area,
on the
right?
phone. Yes,
On the phone, on Zoom calls like this. And
yes.
you know, this is the world now where we don't have to get in the car to go and drive and receive the benefits of
Mm-mm-mm.
coaching and healing and all of those things, right?
Yes.
You
They
know
just,
what? But before we go, and again, we're going to link to everything, so you don't have to worry about writing anything down right now. But let's take just a minute to talk about self care. Um, and so I've been kind of thinking lately that self care is the care for your spirit.
mm-hmm,
Body care is the care for your body,
mm,
and they can be the same thing. And so getting a massage is self-care for your soul and for your body, right? And spending time in a relaxing bath is good for your spirit and your body. um what are some other ideas around self-care that will help busy women to understand that it's so important to fill yourself up
mm.
before go?
Probably there's so many people out there. They love to do something good for other people, so they neglect themselves. One thing I want them to start doing is loving themselves more. Give them a kind words towards themselves. Like I love you. You look gorgeous today. You're traffic. Everything positive words. I like them talk themselves
Right.
over. Yes, yes.
Positive self-talk, most
Yes,
important
yes.
thing. And
Increase with that.
so many people don't. So many people say things to themselves that they would not say to their worst enemy. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah. So yeah, to make yourself a priority, make your happiness in the way that you feel and the way that
yes.
you care for yourself a priority. And then
That's good.
yeah, and this is a benefit to everybody around you, right? That
That's right. So the first one person do that and people around it will learn from it.
yes,
Like ripple effect and
yes,
make everybody happier.
yes, that's absolutely the truth. So be happy first and then
Yeah.
watch your happiness spill all over the rest of the world. So
Yes, thank you. Yeah.
I love it so much. All right, Taeko. Well, thank you so much for being with us today. This has been a great episode, and I, for one, am when we were preparing for this, I'm like, oh, I hope it's not something not fun that we have to do
Oh,
about the flat belly.
well,
But it,
actually, Center of Disease Control, they have studies showing that like every 36 seconds, somebody die from heart disease. And one of the reason having belly fat. So I like people to start taking care of themselves and people around them. Hope this is helpful.
right, yeah, this time in this body is supposed to be joyful, and our body is our best friend if we'll let it be, right?
Yes, enjoy the life.
Great. Awesome. Okay, awesome. Well, I'm going to be back next week with another amazing guest. I'm not sure who it is exactly as of this moment in time, as I never do, but it's going to be awesome just like this was. So be sure to join me. And in the meantime, remember that happiness is a choice and you can always choose to be happy first. I'll see you next week.
Thank you.